finally pop off. They'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Mayfield to throw it. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off. A pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
21. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He gets this one to Davis Price. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very... And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6. For a Panther touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Panthers 7, 49ers 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Go ahead.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. 21-0 our score after one. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there's things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They run over center with Mitchell. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off. Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, well, we look at the defense. They came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play. On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Jackson's got it over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now Mayfield on 4th down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Touchdown! Ian Thomas, an 18-yard touchdown grab. Gonzalez now to have the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Panthers 28, 49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Alexander Johnson, the one to drop him. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. This one caught by Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 47 yards. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now. Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Garoppolo. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays. End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Here we go.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Gets it out wide to Davis Price. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On the counter, Mitchell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mitchell. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
They'll try to run with Mitchell. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
13.
Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following an opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. It's caught by Jackson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first. Yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They go play action. Mayfield. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Deshaun Jackson. 31 yards. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
49ers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Garoppolo now. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Drops this underneath for Davis Price. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now Mayfield. And Anderson's got it. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4, and now it's 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This to make it a 3-score game late. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And that will keep this a 15-point game. This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
11.
Davis Price is in. Touchdown 49ers. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
Robbie Gould, the kickoff for San Francisco.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown, then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. Look at him go inside the 30. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock. Now let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. That one complete to Anderson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Fourth down, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now Garoppolo.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.